Archangel Michael says, the hour of exposure has arrived. A name you trusted is about to be shattered by the weight of truth. And when it begins, your silence will speak louder than all their lies combined. There was once a smile that lit up whenever you walked into a room. That smile was rehearsed, polished like a mask worn only for your eyes. But behind closed doors, that same mouth whispered venom while your back was turned. Your guardian angel saw something they weren't supposed to. A name, your name, echoed in the darkness by people cloaked in envy and soaked in jealousy. Their hands weren't raised to bless you, they were raised to curse what they could never become. This is not an ordinary betrayal. This is spiritual warfare disguised as friendship, cloaked in laughter, hidden beneath shared meals. And now, the very energy meant to destroy you is about to reverse its course. Type Amen to get blessing 333. The one who tried to walk in your shadow is about to drown in the shadow of their own lies. Every thread they wove to entangle your name will now wrap around their own destiny. They underestimated the force that walks with you. Archangel Michael says, the ritual they performed in secret has summoned something they can't control anymore. It wasn't just jealousy, it was invocation. They called for a destiny swap, hoping your fortune would become their future. But heaven intervened the moment your photo was placed at the center of that table. Your light was too strong. Instead of being drained, it triggered a reaction, an awakening in the spiritual realm, and now the energy is shifting. This household of yours is about to be shaken because the walls heard the truth before your ears did. And now those whispers are becoming screams. Type Amen to get blessing 444. The candles they lit have melted into rivers of regret. The mirrors they used to trap your reflection are cracking, one by one. And soon, they will be staring at the ruins of their own deception. A neighbor knows something. She was there when your name was spoken. She didn't speak up because she feared the wrath of the one who led the ritual. There's an item in your home, a gift, given with a smile, wrapped in glitter but soaked in bad intention. You've walked past it for weeks, not realizing it was carrying the very curse they hoped would break you. Now that gift is losing its power. Because your angels are stepping forward. And your tears, silent, aching, misunderstood, have been turned into divine proof of your resilience. Type Amen to get blessing 582. The one who plotted your fall is losing sleep. Their dreams are haunted by the very vision they tried to erase from your path. And the scariest part for them? You're not even aware of the full truth yet, and you're already rising. They see you smiling again. Stronger. Louder. Bolder. It makes their skin crawl because they realize something. What they tried to kill was never born from man, it was born from fire. The dark ritual was supposed to strip you of alignment, break your protection, and confuse your sense of direction. Instead, it ignited your awareness. Your eyes are now catching the small things, the nervous glance, the awkward silence, the fake compliments. The ritual wasn't just done once, it was done 3 times. First, to remove your name from a financial breakthrough. Second, to cut your connection from a soul-aligned person. Third, to invite sickness into your home. Type Amen to get blessing 642. But all three failed. Why? Because your soul's vibration cannot be manipulated like theirs. You are not clay in their hands, you are divine thunder waiting to strike. There's someone in your bloodline who knew something like this would happen. An ancestor whose energy walks with you even now. That old soul is visiting your space tonight, rearranging everything that has tried to harm you. You may feel chills. You may feel a sudden urge to move certain objects or rearrange furniture. That is not random, it is the energy of protection aligning your frequency again. The same person who smiled at you last Sunday is the one who placed a cursed item beneath your doormat. But they don't know, your feet carry the mark of celestial passage. No doorway can trap you. Type Amen to get blessing 771. Archangel Michael says, the wind is shifting. What was once buried is now rising. The one who orchestrated your spiritual attack is about to have their name whispered in circles of justice. They laughed when you shared your dreams. They mocked your progress behind your back. And when you struggled, they acted like helpers while feeding your downfall in the spirit. The mirror they used to reflect your soul has backfired. Now, it shows their own inner rot, and it terrifies them. They're afraid because they see their face cracking, not physically, but spiritually, they are decaying. You're not paranoid. You're awakening. Every dream you've had lately wasn't nonsense, it was encrypted truth, decoded in your sleep and now breathing through your intuition. Type Amen to get blessing 890. The angel who guards you reported everything to the heavenly courts. Your name was defended fiercely, with flames. And the verdict was clear, what was meant for harm shall now become your elevation. Someone's getting sick, and it's no coincidence. It began right after the last ritual. What they tried to transfer to your body has now boomeranged and taken root in theirs. Their family is now beginning to feel the pressure. The one who gave them the charm promised protection. But even protection melts in the face of righteousness. Soon, someone will reach out to you, pretending to reconcile. Don't fall for it. This is not apology, this is panic. They've realized your elevation can no longer be delayed. Type Amen to get blessing 964. They are trying to shift blame now. They'll cry, they'll pretend confusion, but remember, your soul remembers the moment their spirit turned against you. The room they used was dimly lit. Red fabric. A broken mirror. Salt. 3 names. Yours was the final one. But it lit up with divine fire and scorched the intent before it could complete. You will feel changes in your home now. Objects that once felt heavy will feel lighter. You may find feathers, coins, or strange signs. These are confirmations, heaven is near. There's a window in your home that must be closed every night for the next 7 days. Keep your hands clean, keep your feet anointed, and keep your space aligned. Because the energy around you is clearing the last residue. Type Amen to get blessing 1001. The person behind this is now trapped in their own game. They've been abandoned by the very entities they tried to summon. What's left is chaos. They were warned, spiritually and physically. But their obsession with your light made them deaf to every signal. And now, they are spiraling. You may hear about someone suddenly vanishing from your circle. Don't chase. Don't call. Their departure is protection, not loss. One of their own has begun to expose secrets, not because they care about you, but because the consequences are getting unbearable. Names are leaking. Documents are surfacing. Screenshots are being sent. Type Amen to get blessing 1220. Your destiny is too loud to be silenced. The chains they tried to place on your blessings have snapped. The portals they tried to close have reopened. The woman involved in this is known to you. She hides behind grace, but her hands are tainted. She envied what you carry because she could never produce it on her own. The energy of Archangel Michael has now been activated fully around you. Watch for signs, flashes of blue light, sudden breeze in a still room, a ringing in your left ear. These are indicators he's standing guard. There is a box, physical or symbolic, that is being unlocked. Inside are blessings long delayed, prayers long buried, and opportunities they thought were destroyed. Type Amen to get blessing 1394. The false friend will try one more time to re-enter your life before April ends. They'll use someone else to test the waters. Ignore it. This is not forgiveness season, it's clarity season. The mask has slipped. You've seen too much now. There's no going back to blind trust. Your strength will confuse them. They expected you to be broken, paranoid, hysterical. But instead, you are grounded, protected, and glowing. This season of reversal is not just spiritual, it will manifest financially, emotionally, physically. Expect returns, expect calls, expect people to apologize who swore they never would. Type Amen to get blessing 1510. This betrayal wasn't allowed to destroy you, it was allowed to reveal what couldn't go with you into your next level. Be grateful. You saw the hidden face while you were still protected. Archangel Michael says, you've passed the test. Now the fire that tried to consume you becomes the very flame that propels you. Their curses have become your confirmations. Their envy has become your evidence. And their downfall has become your divine protection. It's over. But don't forget. This was never about them, it was always about awakening the warrior in you. Type Amen to get blessing 1777. The one who envied your spirit is now speaking to shadows, looking for the same forces they once tried to command. But silence answers them now. The dark forces they summoned have turned their back on them, retreating in fear from your guardian light. A spiritual backlash is unfolding behind closed doors. You don't see it, but you may sense it, a strange stillness around those who used to cause chaos. Their power is fading, and the lies they told are unraveling. They're running out of options. The walls they once used to hide behind are now mirrors exposing every secret. And those who followed their wicked plans are now abandoning ship, afraid of what's coming next. You may hear a knock. You may receive a call. But this isn't a sign to reconnect, this is a test to see if you've truly evolved beyond their manipulation. Type Amen to get blessing 1888. The very house where the ritual was done is now filled with unrest. Nothing sits right. Lights flicker. Restless sleep. The air feels heavier than it did before. That's because what they invited wasn't meant for you, but it stayed. And now that you're protected, the weight falls back on the ones who created it. The whispering they used in their circles is now turning into cries of confusion. The curses won't obey them. The lies won't shield them. The power they thought they controlled is rebelling. Your home, however, is regaining its light. With every truth you embrace, a shadow leaves. With every boundary you hold, protection multiplies. Type Amen to get blessing 2023. This was never about coincidence, it was a spiritual setup that failed to break you. They watched your blessings unfold and wanted them without the work, without the grace, without the divine approval. Now, someone close to them is starting to tell the truth. Not out of guilt, but because the fear is growing. They're afraid the storm they helped create is now circling back to them. A letter, a screenshot, or a conversation will reach you. It'll confirm everything. You won't even be surprised, you already knew deep in your soul. What you must do next is not revenge. It's elevation. Step higher. Rise further. And leave the ashes of their plan behind. Type Amen to get blessing 2111. There is someone who stood in silence when they should have spoken up for you. That silence was part of the betrayal. But heaven saw it. And that silence is now speaking louder than ever in the spiritual realm. You were meant to go through this exposure. Not because you deserved the pain, but because your destiny required purification. The fakes had to be removed before the feast. You will no longer carry what wasn't yours. Their bitterness, their projections, their secret hatred, it's returning to its source. You're being set free from soul contracts that were never yours to hold. Your voice is returning stronger. Your purpose is clearing. Your space is healing. And the one who envied you is watching your light pierce through everything they tried to dim. Type Amen to get blessing 2299. Don't be surprised when someone suddenly gets exposed in public. What was done in shadows will now be seen under divine spotlight. And they won't know how to explain it. The people they manipulated are waking up. The lies aren't sticking anymore. The illusion is fading fast. This isn't just justice. This is spiritual recompense. This is heaven showing the power of divine timing, revealing that protection was never delayed, it was perfectly placed. As you continue forward, guard your peace. Don't open old doors. Don't entertain what-ifs. You've crossed into a new vibration, and the old can't follow. Type Amen to get blessing 2455. Archangel Michael says, "The sword has been drawn, not to destroy, but to divide truth from illusion." And you, chosen one, are now standing in the full light of clarity. The room where they sat and plotted? That energy will not escape the consequence. Some may fall ill. Some may lose what they tried to steal. Others will disappear completely from your life. Let them go. Their absence is protection. Their silence is acknowledgement. And their distance is your elevation. Celebrate not their downfall, but your rising. You survived the plot. You outlived the curse. You reclaimed your destiny. Type Amen to get blessing 2602. Now, the blessings are being restored. What was delayed is being accelerated. What was withheld is being poured out. And what they thought they buried is rising from the ashes. Your home will feel different. The energy lighter. The air sweeter. The spiritual war is ending, and the angels have won. Walk with boldness now. Speak with confidence. Love without fear. Because those who plotted your downfall unknowingly built your staircase to divine purpose. Their envy didn't destroy you, it defined you. And now your life becomes a living testament that no ritual, no lie, no dark gathering can undo what heaven has already ordained. Type Amen to get blessing 2757. Let your soul rest now. The battle is over. The spiritual attacks are retreating. Your light stands tall, unshaken, refined. They tried to bury your joy, but joy is not soil-bound, it rises. They tried to dim your name, but your name is written in places they can never reach. A final warning will come. You will see their name one last time in an unexpected place. Don't respond. Don't react. Just observe, and walk away. Because now you know. Now you see. And now you are free. Type Amen to get blessing 3000. Their downfall will not be loud, it will be silent and undeniable. The people who once believed them will slowly start questioning. Their charm is wearing off, their words no longer hold weight. The same tongue that twisted truth against you is now stumbling. They're making mistakes. Saying things that expose their true intent without realizing they're being watched. Even their closest allies are stepping back, unsure of what they've gotten involved in. They thought they were aligning with power, but now they see, they were standing next to desperation wrapped in darkness. And while they unravel, you rise. Not in arrogance, but in alignment. Not in revenge, but in restoration. Type Amen to get blessing 3222. Your hands are clean. Your spirit is strong. Your path is protected. And no shadow can reach what's now being covered by divine fire. Soon you'll be invited somewhere, unexpectedly. That invitation isn't random, it's divine positioning. Say yes. Go. Your presence will shift the atmosphere. You're not just being healed, you're being crowned. Your name is traveling through spiritual realms with light around it. They tried to strip your essence, but all they did was amplify your divine signature. There's a specific date approaching, one that once brought you pain. But this time, it will carry new meaning. It will become a day of breakthrough, not breakdown. Type Amen to get blessing 3399. Archangel Michael says, watch the wind. Watch the sky. The signs are aligning. Heaven is making movements around you that no enemy can reverse. Someone who once called you sister, brother, or dear is at the center of the betrayal. Their voice still echoes in your mind because it carried warmth once. But now, it only carries warning. That person smiled at your blessings, but it made them sick to see you loved, chosen, and rising. They didn't want your joy, they wanted your place. But what they don't understand is, your place was earned, not taken. It was carved by your tears, lit by your prayers, and sealed by your survival. Type Amen to get blessing 3520. They'll now feel what it's like to be surrounded by silence. Not peace, but consequence. Not karma, but justice unfolding in slow, silent waves. There's someone else, distant, but connected, who knows everything that happened. They didn't speak before, but the weight is now too much. Their confession is coming. You'll hear something through someone else's mouth, a truth that will align with what your spirit already suspected. Don't react. Just receive it. And rise higher. Everything is changing. The shift is in full motion. You are walking into the version of yourself they tried to bury, but couldn't find. Type Amen to get blessing 3741. The rituals are reversing. The dark energy they released is returning to sender. One by one, the plans they made will fall apart. Don't gloat. Don't wait for their pain. Focus on your light, your growth, your calling. That's how you win. Their envy created a fire that now burns their own foundation. The lies they built their reputation on will come crashing down without you lifting a finger. You are not cursed, you are crowned. You are not broken, you are awakened. And your name, once whispered in secret, will now be spoken with honor in places you've never been. Type Amen to get blessing 3888. A stranger will soon come into your life bearing confirmation. Someone who saw you, felt your energy, and knows what you carry. Their words will feel like medicine. You will recognize the truth instantly. They will say what others were too afraid to speak. They will validate what your spirit has always known. And they will remind you, you are not alone in this fight. Keep your space clean. Light a candle. Speak peace into your home. The war is over, but the victory must be sealed. Don't be surprised if your sleep improves, your skin glows, your body feels lighter. That's not coincidence, it's evidence that the heavy energy has lifted. Type Amen to get blessing 4000.